What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be talking to you about my winning crypto slash DeFi investment strategy. And I want you all to be paying attention because so many people get into crypto without actually understanding when to take profit, and they end up holding it all the way to the top and they see what they could have had only to just ride that crypto all the way down to the bottom. And I don't want that to happen to you. Right now, we're actually in the middle of the beginning of the bull run, in my opinion. And this is going to be a really, really fantastic one. I'm really looking forward to it. We've been setting ourselves up all throughout the bear market in order to dollar cost average in. Things are looking very, very bright. Now, how do we begin to talk about my perfect investment strategy? And this is not financial advice. You guys are going to have to do you, but this is only what I'm doing, okay? So this is what's called the managed vault. This is a pool of money on the blockchain that I'm actually managing. I don't take custody of the money. I can just move it around, invest it for certain investors, and they are the only ones who can take the money out. You know that there's no rug pull funniness or anything like that. When investing in here, you can clearly see what I'm invested in and what the strategy is, okay? So I've got multiple different liquidity pools. Now, what are liquidity pools? Liquidity pools, for those of you who don't know, are different pools of money where I'm allowing other people to trade peer to peer. And this is something that so many people don't understand. They just go and they buy crypto spot, which means they just like hold it, they let it collect some dust, and they just hope that it goes up. See, I don't wait for my crypto to go up. I earn more of my crypto based on what it's doing. So let's say, for instance, here, Chainlink. Chainlink is definitely on my probably top 4 or 5 cryptos that I think is going to be a big deal over the next couple of years. I have videos on that. In fact, I'm going to put a video right here in regards to Chainlink that I did. And you can see here that I have fees that are unclaimed, okay? Now, where do I earn these fees from? Well, every single time a trade is made between Chainlink and Ethereum and Chainlink, like you see here, a 0.3% fee is charged on Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange. What is a decentralized exchange? A decentralized exchange is a place where you can go trade crypto peer-to-peer without any institution or government telling you what you can buy, because it's like your money. What you can do here is you end up earning fees every single time somebody ends up trading and using your crypto to do so. Now, as I accumulate more crypto over here, I actually start adding to my bottom line, because not only is that crypto going up, or so we hope, but I'm earning more of it. So let's say if I have, 100% that I've earned in Chainlink and in Ethereum, at the end of the year, instead of holding on to one Chainlink, I'm now holding on to 2 Chainlink. Or instead of holding on to 1 Ethereum, I'm now holding on to 2 Ethereum, okay? And this is kind of the concept behind that. And what we want is we want to accumulate, not speculate, okay? So now, every single time I go to harvest these fees, okay, from my liquidity pool mine is what I call it, I end up taking 75% of this Ethereum and I roll it back into either Link or another altcoin pool, because I want these pools to constantly be growing, because the more they grow, the more I'm going to earn in fees in those cryptos. Now, 25% goes towards profit taking. All right, so let's go back here and let's go back to our portfolio. You can see that we've taken a lot of profit into these 3 cryptos. So the 3 cryptos that we're in are Sol, Staked ETH, and Bitcoin. Okay, and the reason we have money in our Staked ETH is because they're paying like 3 to 4% per year. So why not earn money on top of money? Is what I always ask. And unfortunately, this is the only liquid stake derivative of Ethereum that we could stake it in. I actually prefer Frax or staked Frax ETH. but they don't offer that yet in Enzyme, which is the platform that we use. Okay, so what do I do then with the other part, which is the chain link? Okay, so what I do is I also take 25% from here and I take profit into Bitcoin, ETH, or Solana. Those are my three ones that I'm taking my profits into. So that's going to keep accumulating, and I'm always taking profit out of this. Now, what do I do with the remaining 75%? Well, let's go back to our spot holdings in our portfolio, and you can see here, Chainlink, I'm holding on to 7,772. Now, some of you may be like, well, why would you spot hold it as opposed to compounding your gains? Well, there is something called impermanent loss. An impermanent loss is, I should do a whole video on it, but impermanent loss essentially is when one crypto goes up against the other, there is a deviation and it starts moving. The crypto that I have, let's say if I was balanced out 50-50, and let's say people just want to buy the heck out of Chainlink. Well, what happens is the more Chainlink goes up against Ethereum, the more that it ends up shifting from Chainlink into Ethereum. And so I lose out on a lot of the gains that I have on the link that I have staked in here, okay? Now, luckily, we have cryptos that are highly correlated, which means they move together, because we also want them to move together so that they don't go out of range and we are earning fees. So we want cryptos that are moving together so that they're earning fees, but then my impermanent loss is not shifting me out of balance, okay? So this, when I spot hold it here, okay, these cryptos, all these cryptos that I'm spot holding here, okay, I don't experience impermanent loss. And what I want to do is keep adding and adding and adding to these cryptos so that I can spot hold and ride the wave of the entire upside of those cryptos. Now, you may be asking, well, okay, you still have this, $109,000 crypto stash that you're just managing here. What do you do in order to take profit from here? Because eventually Link may come down, or Ethereum may come down, Bitcoin may come down. So what we do is we have what's called an SSL indicator. It's one of the indicators, one of two indicators, and I'll go into these indicators in another video. Once that indicator flips, for me, that's an indicator to take my profit. Now, I'm not going to cash it out all the way at the top, but I'm certainly not going to cash it out on the bottom. Okay, and this will show me bearish versus bullish momentum. What we're going to do is once that happens, we are going to cash out the entire stack from Link and Ethereum to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Now, again, we have these very, very well planned out indicators that help us indicate when that crypto's momentum has now flipped from bullish to bearish, okay? Now, the key thing here is you may be asking yourself, well, what about Bitcoin and staked ETH and Solana? Well, these are a little bit trickier because sometimes during bull markets, they will flip bearish. And these are the ones that are probably going to last the longest. They're going to go up until, if you take a look at the last bull market, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum, they flash flipped on this indicator that we were using, but they really started getting bearish once November came around. And we could see this clear deviation from bullish to bearish. So what we're doing is we're holding until 2025, minimum, okay? And our goal is to stash as much Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Who knows? Maybe this time might be a little bit different, but if it's not, we have an indicator that tells us exactly when to get in and when to get out. And so I'm going to do a video on that indicator, but if you are liking this video, do me one huge favor. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on those notifications so you can get notified anytime I'm putting out any of this alpha. Also, I'd like for you to do one more thing. If you're interested in learning how you can actually participate in this or learn how to create your own liquidity pools, I've got a link down in the description. Click on that link And I'm going to go into more detail as to how these liquidity pools work and how you can participate in all of this. Anyways, I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Thanks for hanging around. Cheers.